Hey everybody, good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome to you.
Welcome everybody.
It's been a little bit of a time. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a time, but you know what? Nothing comes before its time.
Yeah.
Now, we have a wonderful announcement to make later on. We also want to remind you that the £10,000 business development loan is going to be received by one person on the 15th of April. So we want you to be there.
Yeah.
But before we do all of that, we asked someone to come back to us because we first interviewed them a while back when they first started at the same time with us almost. I think it was either a year before or a year
Possibly,
afterwards. Yeah. And they have moved on to do some wonderful things. And as a business, I commend them and we recommend them to all our members and all the people and our associates. So we want to introduce you to Miss Caren Balfour. Yeah.
Come on in, darling. Hello, good evening, Caren. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And how are you guys?
Well, not bad at all.
Good.
I'm feeling good. I don't know about you.
I'm good. I'm good. All the time, God give me life. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah? So, you know, it's wonderful to see you again. And, you know, we want to talk to you today about your business, how you've been, how you've actually, you know, maneuvered through this COVID situation that we've had. Many businesses have, you know, folded. You have been taking steps on top of steps, and we're really proud of what you're doing. And
you're right there.
Sorry, I'm trying to just.
Something's not connecting.
There's always a connection going wrong.
I have to just end that. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
Never mind. Well, it's lovely to have you with us.
Yeah, it's
lovely to be here. And thanks again for inviting us onto the show again.
Oh, well, you know what? We saw what you're doing and we're always keeping an eye and we love what you're doing. So, you know, we always want to support. Now, I'm going to start from the beginning because many people may not know you or know of your business.
I don't know how if they don't know.
Yeah, you know, well, we have to talk to them about seasoning the food and things, right, directly. So, Carol, can you tell us who you are and your business, please?
Okay, so again, thanks a lot for having us on your program again. And my name is Caren Balfour, and I'm one half of the founders of Jamaica Valley, which is an authentic food distributors. We import food into the UK and distribute around the UK. So we import from Jamaica directly, and we distribute around the UK. We have distribution channels now in the United States and in Canada. And we're really just hoping to just continue to expand.
That's great.
We're an authentic Jamaican company. And I'm here today representing for both of us because George is actually on the road. And so he's distributing in the north of England today and tomorrow. So he's not able to be with us today.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm going to miss my brother there. But, you know, when you do see him again, you know, give him all our love and respect because he's a hardworking man, the other half of the team. Definitely. Now, can I ask you, what do you mean by authentic?
By authentic, I mean that we are one of the only companies that do actually import our products directly from Jamaica. And so this is the reason why we're authentic, and the way the process of how we source our products, it's an authentic way. So a lot of products, as we all know, they're not authentic, and we just know that 95% of our products are produced in Jamaica. So we're quite proud of that, and we just think that products that have the Caribbean, Jamaican brand should really come from the Caribbean, because it's kind of misleading if you're buying a product and you're not aware that it's not actually from the place that you think it is.
Yeah.
Okay. But the thing for your business is that your business model is that you don't just buy the product, you actually work with the farmers and
Yes.
give them a fair deal in terms of their pricing so that they can actually survive as well. And that is different. And that's where I see the authentication more than others who just come in and buy a product, they buy a sack and then they go. You actually work with the farmers, and we've got some pictures of you putting your hand, digging your hand in and trying to, share. So you're actually deep in there as well compared to others.
Yes, I mean, there are a lot of our products that come directly from the farm to literally packaged and on your table. And we don't produce in mass production. So we literally get fresh products every 6 to 8 weeks. So even the seasonings that you're getting, you're not going to get seasonings that have been sitting down on someone's shelf for months and months. It's fresh, good seasonings. And our ackee, so our ackee and our callaloo is picked and packed in Clarendon. So you're getting an authentic product that's picked and packed in Jamaica. And that's the way how we support the local farmers as well. So so that's one of the ways how we're authentic in our company.
Yes, yeah.
We also support other companies that have processing plants.
Okay.
And they process some of our products for us. So for instance, like our browning and our jerk as well. So it's authentic Jamaican companies that have established a processing plant themselves, and we then get the products from them. So it's a long chain of companies in Jamaica that we kind of I wouldn't say we support, we do business with, which then as a knock-on effect, it supports the local Jamaican economy as well, which is really what we want to do.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, indeed.
That's really great,
as
because
the company grows,
as you, when we first met you in I can't remember where exactly it was, but you had a little table and you're there producing and telling us. The first thing I remember listening to you saying that these products come directly from Jamaica. We work with the farmers to ensure that we get the best quality. We check what we do, what the whole process is from Jamaica to London, and now we have it on the desk here for you. That struck to me, and you've always maintained that.
Yes.
How do you do that? I mean, you guys are really busy. In terms of the authenticity, it's a family business, isn't it? It's not just
a family
you and your husband.
It's a family business. Just myself and my husband are at the helm of the business, but we also have family members who work within the business. So my daughter is the customer service manager. I've got a cousin who's the operations manager, and then we have a small team that help to package, to unload the containers. So I have my brothers, my cousins.
Wow! So it's truly
everybody.
It's a family business. So I mean, everybody. My family kind of make themselves available as much as they can.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But then I have also family members that are full-time members of staff for the company.
Right.
Yeah.
And how does that work? I mean, do you find that you've got to find, is that a fine balance to navigate, working with family?
Not really, because what I've tried to do is kind of put everybody in areas that I know that they can manage, because obviously I know my family members, and also when they came into the business, kind of asked them what they would be comfortable doing. So they've had past experience in corporate, so they kind of know where their areas of expertise are, and that's where I've kind of brought them in, and they feel comfortable in their positions, and they're happy in that position, because I think in a lot of companies you kind of just go in there, but with them they've been able to develop their skills and actually use the skills that they've learned from other corporations and bring it to Jamaica Valley and help to kind of develop Jamaica Valley as well.
That's amazing. That's
exactly that is a wonderful learning point. Whereas our community, we go out there, we learn the skills, the trades,
Yes.
and we bring it back into our
That's
community
right.
to develop our own.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Your family not only work as a family, but this is also a professional team business, because you have your staff meetings, which is not, your family.
Not your family gather around the
Not your
table.
family gather around. This is serious business, and I commend you for that. Explain how you
Dynamics.
do, that dynamic works, and what are you in that, the matriarch in all of that? How do you work out in that?
To be honest with you, I've always kind of been a strong kind of person in the family, I would say. And the thing is, with our families, we just all have respect for each other as well. So there's no, all my family members that work for Jamaica Valley, they respect the fact that I own the business and I have a vision, and they just go along with my vision, really. And that's the only way that it could work. If they didn't kind of respect the vision and want to work with me, then obviously it couldn't work. So there's not really any problems, because I think you just have to trust me, and also as a director, that we kind of know the path that we want Jamaica Valley to go, and just work with us. Obviously, we'd love everybody to have their input, and everybody does have their input as well. But just to know that really we have a goal, and just trust us, because we kind of know what we're doing. So
excellent.
Yeah.
That's really good. So the products, I mean, there's such an array. I already have some favorites of my own, but how do you come about finding the different fusions and the different types of, like your peppers, say, for instance?
Our peppers, like our pepper sauces.
Yes.
So our pepper sauces,
amazing.
Yeah, most of the products that we do, they're traditional products that are used from day to day in most Jamaican households. So, like, for instance, the pepper sauce is just a traditional Scotch bonnet pepper sauce. So I think where we've kind of delved a little bit further is we've stepped away just from the red pepper sauce to the yellow pepper sauce and the green pepper sauce. So then we've got the 3 pepper sauces, and we know what it is that we want. So we try to produce and make available under the Jamaica Valley brand what we know that people would love to have in their household, or things that we know other brands may have, but not authentically. And then we try to kind of have that in our brand, so that everybody can just feel comfortable that, I'm getting a pepper sauce and I know that it comes from Jamaica, or it comes from the Caribbean, So yeah.
Brilliant.
May I go back a few stages and ask you, where did you get this business acumen for yourself to run business? Have you had experience before, and has it helped you for today?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, we lived in Jamaica for quite a few years, and we ran a lot of different businesses in Jamaica. So we had a wrecker company, so a tow truck. We had a truck that would carry like aggregates. We had a bar, a restaurant. We've had multiple businesses. We've had used tires. And not only that, George has basically been an entrepreneur from since he was 13 years old. So he would tell you himself that he first started selling figurines in the figurines. So, little figurines that you put on your stand in Brownstown, which is where we're from. So he started there. And I don't know, for me, I think going to school, it's not something that that you have the skill in, but you kind of throw yourself in the deep end and you try to make it work, and it works. So I mean,
what you've learned.
I didn't go to business.
Comes back to the fore.
Yeah, I didn't go to business school or business university or anything like that. You just have to have real common sense to run a business. And even though you might not, if people think it's harder to get a university degree, I think it's actually harder to have the common sense to actually run a business from scratch, because it really does take a lot of common sense to run a
Amen. Now, I would ask you that you have had all these experiences. Do you feel that helps you more than, let's just say, getting the degree? Because you've implied that the college, that's good, yeah, but running the business, there are more things that you would learn from running the business rather than you'd get into the college. Is that something that you would agree with?
What I would say is, I'm not saying that, I'm not discrediting degrees,
Yeah, naturally.
those type of things. It works for some people. For me, there's only so much that you can learn in a 4-year degree. And not only that, when you're doing a business degree, you have to specialize in an area, or you have to skim through areas. When you're actually running a business, you can't run a business.
There's no skimming.
There's no skimming, and there's not a university course that's designed for you to do business, to actually do business. So what I seem to find is that a lot of people that do business courses, they're doing business to, their business that they do is how to work in somebody else's business doing XYZ. It's not how to be an entrepreneur. To be an entrepreneur is something I believe is just a natural thing for you.
Inside of you.
It's just natural. It's natural. And it's not for everybody either. I mean, it's not for everybody. Some people are really academic and they can go and do, a maths degree and then crunch numbers and things like that. But I think to be an entrepreneur, you cannot go. I don't think you can go to the university to be.
Now, within your family setup, you've expressed that on the basis that everyone in the family has their own skill set.
Yes.
So as a combination of everybody working together, your business is more complete because it doesn't rely on you knowing everything at the same time. You can pass on some of those responsibilities to people, but you oversee that.
Yeah.
Would you say that's?
Yeah, I mean, because obviously for the first, Jamaica Valley is 7 years old in April, and for the first almost 5 years, I had to do everything. So I had to do every single area that everybody has today, including clothing. We had to stay up overnight and package, myself and George. So there were nights where we didn't sleep. We had to package that night, or I would go to bed and then George would package. Or there's nights where I didn't sleep at all because I had to answer emails I'm very, very, very strong when it comes to customer service. So I have to make sure that every single email is answered because I don't like my customers to feel as though we're not communicating. So I had to stay up and do that. Or I had to speak to suppliers when their time difference was different to ours. So I had to stay up at night, all through the night, and negotiate, shipping and prices of goods. And so it's nice to have people that are in positions now. Not every role is filled. I still have to, when I'm on holiday, on vacation, I still have to work, which I love because it's my business. But, a lot of the roles that I can pass over, I've been able to pass over, and it's just it's good. It's nice to be able to pass over some of the things. And I don't have a problem delegating either, as long as I know that the right person is there to fulfill the right task. Then I don't have a problem delegating to them.
Okay. Now you have been doing the seasonings. Now, are you branching out? What else are you doing for Jamaica Valley's development? What other products are you bringing out?
So we've kind of gone quite far with the seasoning portion, with the food portion of the brand, and we decided that, natural progression would be hair products, because obviously that's another market where we don't have the upper hand when it comes to the hair industry, the Afro hair industry. Over the last recent years, it's become a lot better because a lot of Black businesses have decided to go in that way. But as we also know that as soon as a hair brand kind of gets to a certain level, they end up selling the brand and it gets taken over. So anyway, I'm a Black woman and my children are Black children, and I have all my family are Black people. So it was just, I needed to have a hair product that I knew what the ingredients were and it worked for my hair.
Yeah.
And so I kind of spent a couple of years to look at different ingredients and make sure that the ingredients were natural, because I didn't want any harsh chemicals, anything that was gonna kind of strip our hair, and things that would put moisture back in. And then I kind of developed the Jamaica Valley hair brand. And to be honest with you, so that was basically what we have now. So now we've got the Jamaica Valley hair products. And
what are those products?
Okay, so I've got a few here actually.
Yeah, put them up on the screen.
So I have a few. I'll show. So this is one of our shampoos. So this is our black castor oil strength and restore shampoo.
Okay. Wow.
And all of our hair products are available online, www.jamaicavalley.com.
Yeah.
And we've also got the tea tree revitalize and moisturize. So I know you could probably say there's so many different brands, what's kind of different about yours? And I can honestly say once you use Jamaica Valley, you will see what the difference is. These products will put moisture in your hair and they're not going to be stripping your hair of all the natural oils that we kind of need in order to just keep our hair in the condition that we want it. So we've got a whole castor oil range, which is the most popular one at the moment. And we've also got a tea tree shampoo and conditioner as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's obviously all sourced in
Jamaica? Our products are not all sourced in Jamaica, but we have developed, because what I try to explain to people with some of our products is Jamaica doesn't have access to all of the natural resources of every single thing that we need.
Yeah.
So in order for us to be competitive, there might be products that we have to develop where we can't get it from Jamaica. However, you will know that Jamaica Valley is a Black-owned company. So when you're buying from Jamaica Valley, you're supporting a Black-owned Caribbean company. So that's kind of, the majority of our food products are sourced and made in Jamaica, but we don't guarantee that every single one of our products are going to be made and sourced in Jamaica, and our hair products especially. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it logically, our cousins are sourcing what we have in order for them to sell what they have.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's vice versa. It's just, no one's ever, angry about people doing what they do to make business well for themselves. But it is about proportionality. If you are doing this, you can expect us to learn from you. And if we're learning from you, we're learning those tools that you're using, and we're going to use that as well. And it's still authentically Black-run business.
Yeah.
And that's what Black Business Recommendation is about, promoting our authentic Black-owned businesses. And you are one of those that, we're always standing proud to say, we are with Jamaica Valley. Now, in that saying,
we're going to pause. We're going to pause there, right? And just have a break. All right, about a couple of seconds, and then we'll come back into the second part of our discussion and chat with the wonderful Caren this evening. Okay, so it's only a couple of seconds, guys. All right, see you soon.
back again. Caren, wonderful to have you back with us. And, you know, we wanted to bring in something that was important.
Yeah.
So, if you can.
Well, yeah, I'm going to take that off for a minute,
Yes,
because people might not have seen what we're sharing right now.
Can anyone see what's at the top there? Okay, because what we have to announce is that Jamaica Valley have become one of our sponsors. And you know something? We are really proud of that, because we've watched them grow and we absolutely believe in what they are doing, and we will keep on supporting them and them supporting us. So it is about talking about collaboration. Yeah. So whenever you see Black Business Recommendation, you will see the Jamaica Valley, sponsorship logo on our products, on what we do, and we'll keep the faith with each other to make sure that we do the best for everyone involved. Thank you very much for being our sponsors.
Thank you very much for allowing us to be your sponsors.
You know, it's words fail me, because when we saw what you were doing, we always said that we want Jamaica Valley to be one of our sponsors. And it's proven to be a really good match, because you see what we see. And so we want to work with you to ensure that we can do a lot more. So this is just the beginning of what we can do.
Indeed.
And, you know, we're going to push forward and make sure everybody understands that when we work together, nothing's impossible.
Yeah.
Hence why with the ad that you've just seen in regards to the event that we've got coming up on the 15th of April, doing it for ourselves is exactly that. All right. And the importance of it is, obviously, yes, we do have wonderful artists and great food and so on, but the essence of it,
the essence is to say to all businesses, we can all work together. We have to find different ways, because if you know anything about business, especially Black-owned businesses, 95% of our businesses do not get any support from those banks and financial institutions. So we have to find our own way. You know how Mum used to do it, partner. You know how we have to raise the money and, you know, borrow from cousin, borrow from auntie, and hopefully everybody can, you know, make things work. So today we're looking at how do we make things differently. So Black Business Recommendation are looking that we actually work with businesses to say, you know, let us put a kitty together. Let's put a treasure chest together. And what we do, we're not looking for profit. What we do is we put money in that treasure chest to give back to our Black community, our Black businesses, and they pay it back as interest-free loans, so that we can give that money back to other businesses
so
when
they
pay
can flourish.
And that's
grow.
the only way we're going to do, because, you know, there are many organizations that will give you money, but not necessarily at the rate that you can afford. We want to build our own so that we are reliant on ourselves.
So as you can see in the screen in front of you, you've got you can scan the barcode there. We're looking at, we're having presentations of awards, obviously finding out who will be the recipient of the £10,000 business.
One business will collect that money. Believe me, regardless. One business, and we're going to do it again and again. So we want you with us.
Yeah. So, and hence why we have the wonderful Jamaica Valley with us and in support of this. So I don't know what you'd like to say on that, Caren, if you want to.
I hope that everybody can try to buy a ticket to get to attend this event on the 15th of April. We're going to be there with our whole team. We've got a table there, so we're going to be there. We'd love to meet everybody who, you know, it's going to be a really great night of networking. So I'm really
indeed,
and I'm looking forward also to see who has won that £10,000 for their business, because, you know, it will be a great help for whoever gets that to actually to build their business. And it's great that you're giving a business that opportunity.
To do that again, and we want to do it on a small scale so that we can give to maybe 10 businesses or maybe just 5 businesses £2,000. You know, every little bit helps.
Definitely.
Yeah. So, you know, we want to make sure that we can put a kitty together that we can actually say, okay, then we have this and we're going to publicize. All that we require from any business is a business plan, what you're going to do with that money, how is it going to provide your business with the support to develop and grow, and how you're going to pay back that money. That's it.
Yeah. So we're calling
And
all
it's interest free.
businesses. We're calling all businesses to get in touch if this is something that you feel that you would like to
Get involved
in. Okay. The details we will obviously share with you below, or you can contact us via Caren. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah. So as we moved on, as I said, the scanning, the scan barcode will be up for the rest of the duration of the interview. So if you'd like to scan on that and have a look a bit further and read it,
you will get the details of what we're doing and what's available.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, sorry to come back to you, Caren.
No,
now,
it's fine.
I know you've done the seasonings, you've done the hair products, but one of my favorite things that I have to have in the house, and I go shopping all the time to go and get it, is a ginger and honey tea.
Yeah, the ginger and honey tea is definitely a favorite.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, it's such a like quick. It's a fast seller, and especially over the winter, it just goes so quickly because, I mean, even in my household, it's a staple, especially flu season. You have to have ginger and honey tea. Ginger, you know, there's 5 different flavors, so you have to have that in the household just in case you get a little cold or you start, you know. But ginger and honey teas are definitely one for it's one of our best sellers. Yeah, the ginger and honey.
Yeah, and you know,
and the sorrel.
The thing is, there are many different. How many flavors of tea have you got?
So we've got 5 of the ginger and honey infused teas: moringa, soursop, lemongrass, lemon, and then just the original lemon and honey and lemon. So
okay,
I think that's 5.
So can I ask you? I have a friend who's living in Cornwall. Can she order and get it delivered to door?
Yeah. I mean, we deliver all over the United Kingdom. So if you don't have a supermarket near you, most of the supermarkets in areas with a high diaspora of Afro-Caribbean people should be able to find at least 2 or 3 supermarkets that stock our products. And if you are in an area where you know there's supermarkets that don't stock our products, speak to them, tell them to get in touch with us. And like I said, right now he's done Manchester this morning. He's going to be in Leeds and Sheffield tomorrow. So we go the full stretch. Go the full stretch of the UK. And if you do find that there's not a shop near you, just order online. All of our orders are picked and packed 2 to 3 days. 2 days to process all orders, and then 2 to 5 working days for all orders to be delivered. And we don't mess about with our shipping either. We're very, post days are serious in our in the warehouse. We don't mess about. We don't sit down on people's orders. We try to get orders out as
get
soon
them
as
out.
possible. Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of the distributing, let's talk a bit more about that, because you're an independent distributor now, aren't you?
We do all our own distribution as well. I say we. George does all the distributing. So he's literally on the road every single day, distributing Jamaica Valley products throughout the UK. And it's no easy feat. I mean, he literally, and if you go onto our website and you have a look at all the list of the shops, he has single-handedly gone around the United Kingdom from since 2016 and spoken to all of the people that, all of the retailers, and got the Jamaica Valley products in there. And one thing with George, he doesn't take no for an answer. And he's just got a really good rapport with all the retailers as well. And it's just his hard work and his determination that's actually ensured that we've got into all of the shops that we have, because he's just, I mean, he's just again, you can't
He's constant.
He's constant, and the skills that he has in sales, you can't go to university.
It's not taught. It's not taught. You can't learn that.
He's just a natural salesman, you know.
So he's the one that maintains. He's the glue then between all of your suppliers.
He's the glue. I mean, he knows all of the suppliers. That's his side. He deals with all of the retailers, and they have. I mean, it's just gonna. He really does want to slow down, but they've got so much of a rapport with him that, you know, they don't even want to deal with the office when it comes to making orders. They want to deal with him directly. And we're kind of constantly explaining to him that you need to tell them that they need to contact the office, because they just want to contact George. You know? So
well, that's a great relationship to have.
Yeah.
So, in terms of Jamaica Valley for the future, what do you see is the future for Jamaica Valley? And by the way, when are you going to say, you know what, it's time for me to sit down?
I'm never going to say it's time for me to sit down.
I knew that was coming.
It's time for me to sit down. I mean, as long as I can get most of the things that I need to do underhand, I won't sit down, because I just think there's so many creative elements to this business. And even if I'm not doing this business, it will be some sort of business, because I enjoy business. For the future of Jamaica Valley, it's expansion. So we really, really want to get out there in North America and start the distribution link there properly. So, you know, we have plans. We were in Georgia for a few weeks, a couple of weeks ago. We made a few links in Georgia. We would love to start a distribution chain there, but I would just say watch this space as far as the United States go.
Yeah.
We also want to expand to Africa. So if anybody has any links for us to get into the markets there, that's definitely something that we want to do. We want to get into.
Well, we'll definitely put you in touch with a few people.
Yeah. So we really want to get there. You know, we just want to expand, because we just think the world deserves to have an authentic Caribbean product to cook authentic Caribbean meals. If that's what you want, you know, you want the best quality when it comes to anything. If you're cooking a spaghetti bolognese, the best pasta that you can get is from Italy. So if you're doing jerk chicken, the best jerk you can get is from Jamaica. So this is what we want to do. We just want to be able to kind of put our stamp in every region. And people have expressed interest in Jamaica Valley as far as Australia,
amazing,
the Middle East. So it's just a matter of getting a distribution channel in all those places.
And that's
okay. So now, in terms of distribution, now you have a free tier approach to the selling of your products. Yeah. So you've got for the Sainsbury's and so on. But what happens if someone says they want to take on board your foods and your seasoning? Can someone get in touch with you to say, okay, then I can probably find a way to distribute on your behalf?
Yeah, that's fine.
What can happen from that?
I mean, we're not holding on to the reins of distribution for Jamaica Valley. That would be very small-minded of us. So if somebody has, and we always like to open the doors of business to other businesses as well, because we can do that. So if, for instance, somebody had their own link to Sainsbury's or Tesco's, we don't have a problem for them to be the middleman. We don't need to deal with Sainsbury's or Tesco's directly, because to be honest with you, we're just very happy to have the products available and give them to whoever it is that needs them. So we do have different tiers of pricing. So we do have wholesale price, we have retail price, and then we also have distributor prices as well. So, but obviously,
that's a conversation with you.
A conversation you have to have, because you would have to be purchasing the right amount of products to get each level of pricing. But if you had a link to even to Africa or the United States, and you wanted to take a bulk of products and distribute yourself, that's definitely a conversation that we can have. We're not trying to hold on to the reins of distribution, but we just, obviously, whoever's going to distribute the product, we have fantastic distributors at the moment in North America, and Two Sisters distributors. And the thing is, they understand the brand and the ethics. So we have to work with companies that understand the brand and that represent the brand in the right way. And Two Sisters distribution, everything that we stand for, they actually, they carry out everything in the way how we like it to be carried out without us even having to say anything. So we need to have professionals that are going to be distributing for us, because at the end of the day, it's still our brand that is going to be carried forward.
Representing.
Yeah.
May I ask a practical question?
Yeah.
How will they get in touch with you if they want to have a conversation? Can they email you? Have the email address?
On the website, there's a contact page.
Okay.
All the emails are read and then they're forwarded to the relevant
appropriate department.
So we know where every email needs to go. So if you have a wholesale inquiry, just put wholesale as the heading, and then it will go to the right department, and somebody will get through to you.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful.
So, one of the viewers has asked, will Jamaica Valley be available in the major supermarket chains here in the UK? I think he kind of answered that.
We hope so, but like I've said before, we do not have the controls to the supermarkets. The supermarkets have got a really, they pick and choose what it is that they, the products that they want and these type of things. And like I said, it's difficult for Black businesses because we don't necessarily have, no matter how good you run your business and no matter how good your product is, if you don't have the right links, you can't get to certain places, and we realize it's quite difficult in the UK. So we'd love to be available in the major supermarkets. However, we don't dwell on the fact that we're not in the supermarkets, because we try to make ourselves very much available in the United Kingdom. Also, we're on Amazon. It's not our own Amazon shop, but we have distributors on Amazon who distribute our products.
Your products as well. Yeah. So
even if we're not available in the major supermarkets, if you want to support Jamaica Valley, it's really not that difficult, because we're available online, we're available in your local retailer, we're available on Amazon if you need to go on Amazon. So until we get into the supermarkets, I would say don't make that be issue for you not to support the brand, because we're trying to make it as accessible as we can without being in the major supermarkets. It'll be great if it gets there, but we're just not there at the moment.
Okay. No, that's great.
I'm gonna come off topic on one of my favorites. Scotch bonnet and pimento. Listen, my cooking can't work without that. It's done now. My cooking's spoiled. If I don't have it, I don't feel I've cooked properly. For anyone that is wonderful. I don't know where you got that from.
I'll quickly show you that as well. So we've got that here. So this is the Scotch bonnet and pimento.
Oh yes.
And this, I'll show it to my TikTokers as well.
It is amazing, because you just have to smell it. I will warn everybody. When you buy it and you open it,
you will sneeze.
You will know. You will sneeze.
I thought it was just me. Right? It is so fine and refined that when you open it, naturally it permeates. It goes in the nose. So you have to sort of open it at distance, and a little sprinkling. That's what you need.
This is the one seasoning that you must measure. You cannot.
You cannot mess about with this one.
Be fooled that you cannot pour this. I mean,
no.
Many a time have I over peppered the pot with Scotch bonnet and pimento seasoning, thinking, no, this is just, so you have to take your time. But this is, again, Scotch bonnet and pimento is one of our best sellers. This one, as it gets into the shop, it's gone everywhere. And
I know I have difficulty
how much people use and how quickly. You
Yes.
know, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
definitely-
now that I have contact with the management, I'll always have my supply.
yeah, of course. You already know. You already know you're trying to
No.
Yeah.
It's
I
an
mean-
amazing product. It really is, as much as all of your products are, you know. But that one certainly, if nobody had ever
Experience anything
the
from
taste.
Jamaica
Yeah.
Valley, listen, just try any one of their products and you'll realize, I think that when people talk about vegans and, you know, natural ITO food, right? The important thing is to realize when you have natural food
Yeah.
and you can taste the product.
Yeah.
I always say you can taste the nature in
Mhm.
the food. And I get that from Jamaica Valley.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would say to anyone, I recommend, please try Jamaica Valley and see where
Yeah.
you go.
And also, so I'm going to come on to now, because I like the different endorsements that you have, especially on your Instagram page and so on. And you've got some celebrities on there that endorse your products. You know, even though some people will think, well, hang on a second, you know, they're not even in, you know, the mainstream sort of major Sainsbury's or Tesco's or anything, but yet you're still able to command these particular people. Is there a knack to that, or, you know, how did they come on board with you?
The thing is, we don't just pick anybody to represent Jamaica Valley. I mean, it really doesn't matter if you are how famous you are. You have to fit the brand.
Right.
The influencer that we have, White Yardie, perfect fit for the brand. And
Right.
the reason why White Yardie is a perfect fit for the brand is more than one reason. He's dedicated to Jamaica Valley, and he flies the flag of Jamaica like nobody that I know. He represents all things Jamaican, and he has this true spirit of, you know, Jamaica and giving back to Jamaica and you know, authentic Jamaica. And he promotes Jamaica Valley like Jamaica Valley is his own brand. And I don't ever have to ask White Yardie, oh, could we do it like this? Or he just, week after week, he produces and he loves the product. And he, you know, so, you know, we don't really like too many people to be ambassadors. We're quite happy with, we might just have one, and as long as that one represents
the right fit,
Valley the way how we want, then those are the influences that we like. And believe you me, it's not easy to find a perfect fit when it comes to influencers. It's not easy to find influencers that have the same work ethic as White Yardie. It's not easy to find influencers that are dedicated and loyal to Jamaica Valley. It's not, you know, because not everybody sees the struggles that we go through and kind of understands where it is that we want to go. And we're blessed to have an influencer like White Yardie, who's worked so hard. Like, it's been well over 2 years now that he's been working with the brand, and we can't enough.
Okay. So we're kind of nearing to the end of
we're nearing the end
of our hour. So I was gonna go on. We're always fighting.
After you.
So for me, obviously, people that are listening in tonight and hearing your journey so far and thinking, wow, these guys are going great gains. What would you say to somebody that's already in, is your company 7-8 years ago? What nuggets of advice would you give to them?
The nuggets of advice that I would give is you need to be doing what you're doing for the right reasons. And you need to love what you're doing, and you need to understand consistency. You need to understand that, for me, it was very important because a lot of Black businesses were getting bad names. So it was very important, especially in terms of customer service, for us to, you know, when it comes to our customer service, we don't play. You know, we don't get a lot of complaints when it comes to our customer service. I'm telling you. You do get the odd difficult customer, but you know that's part of the. And to be honest with you, it's not even worth mentioning, because we always try to make sure that if we have an issue, it's just dealt with. You know, it's dealt with. You don't leave things to kind of fester. So you won't see things about. You shouldn't see things about Jamaica Valley all over the place, because we try to nip everything in the bud. Also, I would say, so customer service is number one. You know, you need to make sure your customer service is on point. And also just the way how you manage money as well. You need to be a business that people can do business with, and they don't have any problems in terms of money. So you need to make sure that you can pay your debts on time, you know, and that you also can supply and demand. So you have the right supply and demand. Obviously, sometimes you're going to fall short in terms of supply and demand, because it's not that easy sometimes. It's even when you're dealing with Jamaica, but you have to try your best to, you know, be consistent and supply wherever there is the demand. But I would say money management, make sure you're not owing people. That's not good. That's not a good part of business.
Position.
And customer service, make sure that, I mean, sometimes you might be thinking, well, why are they, you know, customer service is number one.
Right. Okay. Great. There you go, people.
And also add your product as well. Good product, people come back to.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah.
And
well, thank you for that.
I just want to say one last thing before we go, is we are partners with the African Caribbean Leukemia Trust. And as you know, that there's blood donor shortages all over the UK for Black donors. So please, if you can, please go onto the ACLT website, try to donate where you can. If you don't have a regular charity that you donate to, the African Caribbean Leukemia Trust is a really good charity that you can set up an annual or even a monthly donor to, even if it's something like £10 a month, but it really helps. And if you can give blood, then also do that. But it's best to just go onto aclt.org. And
adding that now, ACLT.org.
Yeah. And in the future, you're going to see us kind of supporting we've just kind of, we're working with a charity in Jamaica as well now, in St. Anne's, they do a lot of charity work. So we're kind of going to try and partner with them and just do a lot of more charity drives, because our goal is actually to make sure that we're giving back to Jamaica as well. And also we do support a local team in Croydon Cougars, and basketball team, because we also do really feel very strongly about supporting the young people and supporting, and Croydon Cougars is a Black-owned basketball team as well.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Brilliant. Excellent. Well, obviously, before we go, we're going to say again, once again, thank you very much,
thank
Caren.
You. It's been a real pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for having us.
Being our sponsors going forward. It is a pleasure to have you on board. And obviously with the event as well, I've put it up there again for everybody. If you want to connect with Caren and any of the other businesses that will be present on the night, as I said, it is about celebrating businesses, presenting awards, as well as connecting and networking and celebrating with great businesses that we do have. So if you haven't got your ticket yet, why not?
No more procrastinating. Get on with it.
Also,
get your ticket.
It's Easter, so you can
celebrate with us
as a
Easter festivity,
a gathering and a celebration for your work team, your office team, your business team, your business collaborators that you just want to show some love with. We've just got to do it for ourselves now, which is what we're trying to do. So again, click on the put the barcode. Look, see, we're going all fancy. You've got the barcode. Just hold your phone up, and it will take you through to go and get your, get your.
He'll give you the information for you
and
to
the
get your ticket,
information.
so you'll be able to read what's happening and why we've put the event up. And the event is to make sure that we all know we can all support each other. Yeah. So this is the beginning of many good things coming.
Indeed, indeed.
So,
but Caren, once again,
thank you
thank
so much.
you
guys.
for all of your time.
Thank you
And
so
it's
much.
been amazing having
It's
you
been
on
amazing.
with us. Yes,
All right.
indeed. All right.
Yeah, well,
So we are going to, you stay in the background there. We're going to end off. Okay. Anything you want to say? We'll cut. For anybody that's wondering, when are we going to find out who the final 3 are? Okay. We will be sharing that news. Tune in with us next week, Monday, where we will reveal the final 3. Who will
Our
be
panel are deliberating,
deliberating.
and we're going to get it out of them. It's been totally independent. We don't know who
Don't
they're
know
choosing.
anything.
They will tell us. Once they've told us, we will then pass it on to you. We hope that Monday we will be able to pass that on to you. I believe Monday will be the 20th, maybe the 20th. Yeah.
17, 18, 19, the 20th.
Yeah.
20th of
Monday,
March.
20th of March. Yeah. So that's when we'll be able to tell you what's happening, who are the people, the 3 applicants who have gone to the next stage. One of those will win it. One of those will. Join us.
Okay,
All
then.
right.
Take
Blessing
care.
to you
Blessing
all.
to you all.
Love and respect.
Have a great week.
thank you.
And we'll see you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.